Sports with Tony Abramson and Griffin Greer. Today, we have a special guest with us, Will Proberg.
Hello, everybody.
Yeah, he's here with us today. He will talk sports with us. First, we are going to talk about the Bears here. The Bears not in good shape, have been eliminated from the playoffs, and not much hope for next year. What do you think about that? What do you think they're going to do with the failure of this season?
I think they gotta clear the front office, get rid of everybody, get rid of Frank Pace, get rid of Matt Nagy, and I think they should develop. We're gonna keep developing Justin Fields, but with a better coach.
Yeah. I agree with that. They need to first work around that front office, get rid of their coach, who is Matt Nagy, who is obviously not working well with the Bears now. And then the Packers clinching the playoffs. Yeah, Griffin, what do you have to say about the Packers clinching the playoffs?
I'm very excited. The Packers are the 1 seed again, 2 years in a row, and they look to be possibly the best team in the league. Hopefully they can go for a Super Bowl run this year.
Griffin, but they're not going to get past the Buccaneers.
Yeah, it's going to be hard to get past them. Good team there. Antonio Brown has been released, and Chris Godwin out with the ACL. So, I think Will's right there. The Buccaneers defeat the Packers in the playoffs.
It's a good game, but I don't think the Packers will ever be able to get past the Buccaneers.
The Packers really haven't had that much of a tough schedule, because in their division they have the Bears, Lions, and Vikings. So that's really all they got to work with. And then for the playoffs, many teams fighting for the 2 spot in the NFC. Who do you think's going to get it, Will?
I think the Buccaneers.
Yeah. The Buccaneers, it's like the Buccaneers, Cardinals, Rams, and Cowboys all trying to get the 2 spot. And
I just think the Buccaneers are the best of all those teams, and no teams actually, like, the Cowboys are the only team that's actually that close.
Yeah, Cowboys, the running game has not been great. In the beginning of the season, their running game has been outstanding, but working down from there.
Their whole offense hasn't been great.
Yeah.
It's not the running game, it's their whole offense.
Yeah, and Coach Mike McCarthy says that sometimes even the wide receiver's fault. I don't know how he says that. They're not doing anything wrong.
Yeah, I think their offensive coordinator, Kellen Moore, would be a great coaching candidate for the Bears.
Yeah. All teams starting to look for new coaches and GMs and offensive coordinators and defensive coordinators for the offseason. And then the Chicago Bulls on a roll.
Yeah. 8-game winning streak, I think.
Yes. Will here was just at the game last night. Can you tell us about what is going on with the Bulls there?
The reason they're on this big winning streak is because their bench. They scored about 50 plus points off the bench, and that's just like how you win.
Yeah, always had the good bench game. And then the Bucks, right, a little bit behind them, in the three spot in the East right now. What do you think about the Bucks, Griffin?
Well, these two are...
But the Cardinals are falling apart as a team. As you know, D-Hop's out for the rest of the season, and I don't think they can do it anymore.
I think the Cardinals are going to win this. I just think Kyler Murray can pop off and have a good game.
Yeah.
I actually agree with you, Teddy. I think I'm going to the Seahawks here. The Seahawks are coming from a great week last week, so I'm going to go with the Seahawks.
Yeah. And then Bengals, Browns. The Browns have been eliminated from the playoffs, and the Bengals are in. What do you expect from this game, Will?
I'm going to go with the Bengals here because Baker Mayfield having surgery, and
Yeah.
he will be out for this game. So I know what the Bengals here.
Yeah. Rookie Jamar Chase had an outstanding week last week with 266 receiving yards. Big.
Fantasy here.
Yeah. That was Will's fantasy team.
Helped him win the championship.
Yeah. Great player. And then next up we have, let's see here. First before that, let's talk about this college football championship on Monday. A lot of games that on Monday we have Alabama facing Georgia in the in the college national football championship. What do you think? Who do you guys think is gonna win?
I think Georgia's gonna win. Alabama beat Georgia last time they played, but I just think Georgia's the better team. But I mean, it's obviously gonna be Alabama. But
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Sorry over the bloom, but I got the Crimson Tide in this game. I just think Alabama's offense is way too good, and their defensive player Will Anderson is just great. Probably better than Ian Hutchinson.
Yeah.
So I just don't think that Georgia will stop.
Yeah, Bryce Young winning the Heisman Trophy. So Georgia's gonna have to try to stop the Heisman Trophy winner and Nick Saban's offense. Next up, we have Titans and the Texans. I got the Texans here. You might be surprised, but the Titans are a running game. Derrick Henry might even be back, so if he's back, I got the Titans, but if not, I got the Texans.
I have the Titans. If Derrick Henry's back, I think they're gonna win by a good margin against the Texans. But if he's not, I think they're still gonna win.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go with the Titans here. And by the way, Derrick Henry is out for this game.
Oh yes. That's news. So
But he will be back for the playoffs.
yes. Just looking to be cautious for his foot.
Yeah.
The next up, the Washington football team versus the New York Giants. The football team, their fans, they did decent last year, and the fans were thought they were going to be even better this year, but a disappointment for their fans from the Washington football team.
I think the Giants are going to win this. You might be a little bit surprised, but the football team, they have not been playing their best football this year, and they've just not been playing good.
Georgia, do you know who else hasn't been playing their best football this year?
The Giants.
Yes, the Giants. The Giants are not looking good, so I'm going to go with the Washington football team this year.
Yeah, Saquon has been a big disappointment, so I don't think they can pull it off. And then
Team that's actually that close.
yeah, Cowboys, the running game has not been great. In the beginning of the season, their running game has been outstanding, but working down from there.
Their whole offense hasn't been great.
Yeah.
It's not the running game, it's their whole offense.
Yeah, and Coach Mike McCarthy says that sometimes even the wide receivers fall. I don't know how he says that. They're not doing anything wrong.
Yeah, I think their offensive coordinator, Kellen Moore, would be a great coaching candidate for the Bears.
Yeah. All teams starting to look for new coaches and GMs and offensive coordinators and defensive coordinators for the offseason. And then the Chicago Bulls on a roll.
Yeah. 8-game winning streak, I think.
Yes. Will here was just at the game last night. Can you tell us about what is going on with the Bulls there?
The reason they're on this big winning streak is because their bench. Their bench, they scored about 50 plus points off the bench, and that's just like how you win.
Yeah, always had the good bench game. And then the Bucks, right, a little bit behind them, in the three spot in the East right now. What do you think about the Bucks, Griffin?
Well, these two are just talking a lot of smack to my favorite teams, and I think the Bucks will bounce back. I think they won't be better than the Bulls, but they will hopefully be one of those top spots.
Griffin, I've been waiting for you to say those words.
Yep. We knew it was coming.
I knew I had to say it eventually, because
Yeah. Yeah. What? Now let's make some NFL Week 18 season finale game picks. First off, our first game of the week,
is the Packers versus the Lions.
the Packers versus the Lions. I don't think we need to talk much about that.
The Packers are
Yes.
going to smoke them.
Yeah.
Agreed.
Yeah.
Yeah, agreed.
And then Bears Vikings. The Bears are eliminated, so they have no playoffs hopes. But the Vikings can't kind of a great shot though. I think the Vikings are gonna win this one. Because just a better team. Justin Jefferson, I think, is last week didn't have a great week, but I think he can roll back this week.
I also have the Vikings. I just think they're the better team in this one. And I don't think the Bears can stop the Vikings offense.
Well, what do you think about it?
I'm going to switch it around. I think the Bears. I think Matt Nagy will come firing back this last game, hopefully. I think David Montgomery will have a big game. I think I developed the running game in this game.
Yeah, David Montgomery, probably the best player on the Bears. Just
Yeah, no doubt.
just holding the team together. And then Chiefs Broncos playing right now. Chiefs winning 7-0. Broncos ball. I think the Chiefs have the early lead, and I think they're gonna keep it.
I think the Chiefs are going to win. Broncos D, not good.
Yeah.
I know the Chiefs. Although I love Vic Fangio, the head coach of the Broncos, I just don't think they should fire him, but they will. And I know this doesn't have to do anything with this game, but I'm gonna go with the Chiefs here.
Yeah, and then we got Cowboys, Eagles. The Cowboys fighting for the 2 spot in the NFC, and the Eagles just trying to make have clinched the playoffs. Just yeah, Trey